Hi, my name is John Whipple, and I'm from Winter Park, Florida. This is my studio. It's called McCrae Art Studios, and it's in Winter Park. Um, for most of my art career, I've been playing in every kind of material you ever want to play with. I do a 2D, I paint, I draw, and I sculpt. But mostly what I like to think of as myself is sort of someone that is a mixed media artist, means that everything's fair game. I can work in anything, and just I try to find things that inspire me and somehow put them together in a way that's kind of fresh and new and something, at least to my eyes anyway. I'm a mixed media kind of artist. I change mediums. I actually apply in different mediums when I do a show. And I like to think of myself as sort of, most of my stuff is sort of assemblage style, because I like the idea that I'm just compiling different materials and trying to do something with them. And it's sort of best fits what I try to do. I like the idea of going out on the hunt and finding materials that I think are unusual to work with. It kind of spurs my imagination. So instead of like just going in and having a canvas or the straightforward material, I kind of like the idea that I have something that has a built-in history. For example, this piece behind me, this bird is a bird, but the actual wing, the inspiration for that was I found it part of an old balsa wing from a plane. And so all the shapes from the, I don't know, the struts or the support pieces kind of look like feathers to me. So I cut them up and I started to make a bird out of it. One thing that I think I've tried to do I've been doing the shows since the mid-90s, is I try to bring new work every year. Like I try to put out a new body of work. I try not to repeat myself that often. I believe for myself, what I'm looking to do is to constantly move forward and to try to grow and to try to be in the moment as much as I can. Obviously we have to make a product and we have to sell it because that's what moves us forward. But that aside, I'm trying to like put out new work and to try to, every time you come, you don't know what you're going to see. I like to think that my wife and I, we try to, when we go out and do the shows, we know that we're sort of the front line a lot of times for people to access art. A lot of times they don't go to galleries or museums, they come to art festivals. And, and I like to think that, what we try to do is present kind of interesting, fun work that we think, can spur the imagination and as far as working with interesting materials and what you can do and we like to teach and we like to just be out there as ambassadors for, for the arts.